Ana Belén Montes, born February 28, 1957, was a former American senior analyst at the Defense Intelligence Agency in the United States. Remarkably, she spied on behalf of the Cuban government for 17 years. On September 21, 2001, Montes was arrested and charged with conspiracy to commit espionage for the government of Cuba. She pleaded guilty to spying and, in October 2002, was sentenced to a 25-year prison term, followed by 5 years probation. After serving 20 years behind bars, she was released on January 6, 2023. Don't forget to subscribe for more intriguing stories like this one. Ana Montes was born in Nuremberg, West Germany, where her father, Alberto Montes, was stationed as a U.S. Army doctor. Her family, originally from the Asturian region of Spain, had its roots in Puerto Rico before moving to the United States. The Montes family lived in Topeka, Kansas, and later in Towson, Maryland, where Ana graduated from Loch Raven High School in 1975. She earned a degree in foreign affairs from the University of Virginia in 1979 and completed a master's degree at Johns Hopkins University's School of Advanced International Studies in 1988. Interestingly, Ana's brother Tito and sister Lucy both pursued careers in the Federal Bureau of Investigation as an FBI special agent and a longtime FBI language analyst and translator, respectively. Ana Montes's former boyfriend, Roger Corneretto, was an intelligence officer specializing in Cuba for the Pentagon. Ana joined the Defense Intelligence Agency in September 1985 after working for the United States Department of Justice, starting her intelligence career at Bolling Air Force Base in Washington as an intelligence research specialist. Ana Montes's journey into espionage began while she was a student at Johns Hopkins University in the 1980s. Known among her peers for her strong opinions supporting left-wing Latin American movements, like the Sandinista National Liberation Front in Nicaragua, she caught the attention of Cuban intelligence. After being recruited, the Cuban intelligence service groomed her to secure a position at the Defense Intelligence Agency. According to federal prosecutors, Montes communicated with the Cuban intelligence service using encrypted messages and received instructions through shortwave encrypted transmissions from Cuba. She also communicated by coded numeric pager messages with the Cuban intelligence service by using public telephones in the District of Columbia and Maryland. The codes included phrases like, "I received message" or "danger." All of her espionage materials were on water-soluble paper, which could be destroyed rapidly. Montes passed a considerable amount of classified information to the Cuban Intelligence Directorate, including the identities of 4 U.S. spies in Cuba. In 2007, American DIA counterintelligence official Scott W. Carmichael publicly alleged that Montes was responsible for revealing a clandestine U.S. Army camp in El Salvador to Cuban intelligence. This camp was attacked in 1987 by Cuban-supported guerrillas, resulting in the death of Green Beret Sergeant Gregory A. Fronius. Carmichael characterized the damage Montes caused as exceptionally grave, compromising a special access program that was kept secret even from him, the lead investigator on her case. He believed that Montes's penetration of the DIA was not an exception, but indicative of multiple spies and moles within U.S. intelligence agencies placed by Cuban intelligence. Montes was arrested by the Federal Bureau of Investigation at her office on September 21, 2001. Prosecutors stated that Montes was privy to classified information about the U.S. military's impending invasion of Afghanistan in October 2001, and that they did not want her revealing this information to potential enemies. In 2002, Montes pleaded guilty to the charge that could have carried the death penalty, but was sentenced to 25 years in prison in October of the same year after accepting a plea agreement with the U.S. government. At the sentencing hearing, Montes described U.S. policy towards Cuba as cruel and unfair and said, "I felt morally obligated to help the island defend itself from our efforts to impose our values and our political system on it." After pleading guilty, Montes told CIA debriefers that she desired to protect Cuba from the United States, and that she believed that all the world is one country. In a 2013 letter from prison to a friend, Montes wrote that, "I believe that the morality of espionage is relative. The activity always betrays someone, and some observers will think that it is justified and others not in every case." Montes was incarcerated at FMC Carswell in Fort Worth, Texas. FMC Carswell is listed by the Federal Bureau of Prisons as a facility located in the northeast corner of the Naval Air Station, Joint Reserve Base, Fort Worth, which provides specialized medical and mental health services to female offenders. Montes is listed as FMC Register #2537016. She was released on January 6, 2023. Having been released, she will be monitored, including her internet usage, for 5 years. Montes will not be allowed to contact foreign agents or work for the U.S. government without permission. She is currently living in Puerto Rico and continues to speak out against U.S. sanctions against Cuba.